He came all the way from Idaho.
Yes.
For this film.
Yes. Thank
So
you
you
all
get-
for laughing.
You know what's funny is, I mean, I could praise your film in so many different ways. I could praise you for one of the, maybe the only honest telling of suicide that I've ever seen on film. Because Hollywood is always a bullshit version of suicide. But at the same time, yes, successful dark comedy, which I think a lot of people go after the humor in death and fail, and you achieve that. So
Thank you.
So let me just ask, how did this come to be? When did this idea come to you? And
I mean, I struggled with suicide and mental health stuff from my teenage years all the way up through my 20s, and it really kind of came about. I remember thinking about calling a suicide hotline, and I had this really irrational fear that I would call the hotline, pour my heart out, and then have the other person on the line go, "Yeah, you're making a lot of good points. You should just go ahead and do it." And so I think that's where it kind of came from. The idea that two people who should not spend the day together end up spending the day together.
Yeah.
And
although because it's a film, I think one of the reasons why I think it played so well with the other films, being suspenseful, is the whole time we're thinking, is this a story of two people headed
Yes.
towards suicide, inspiring each other not to?
well,
But one of them gets
sure,
inspired.
yeah, and I think it's a film about trying to make a connection and trying to,
Yeah, they do
find
make a
friendship.
connection.
They have a lot in common, and it's that thing of maybe not recognizing that connection and maybe not being able to see that life preserver there for you. I think one of Wallace's character, I'm enjoying this.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying spending time with you. You don't want to.
Yeah.
We should do it tomorrow
And he's
or
like,
the
you
next
have
day.
a sister. Yeah. People
Yes.
care about you.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. In fact, I'm always touched, seeing it more than once, how Wallace lies at first at the bar when he says, "Have you ever thought about killing yourself?" And he's like, "No." And then later on, we find out that, of course, that first scene we saw where he's sitting on the couch with a gun, he's an everyday guy with the gun. Yeah. It's like really great. So your actors,
Yes.
their performances are so fantastic.
Oh yes.
But I think a lot of it might be the script.
Oh.
Was
well,
it was
thank
the whole
you.
thing written?
Yes.
So no improv or anything?
No, I don't allow that.
Well, then I think, because, I mean, honestly, Wallace is, some of the turns he makes emotionally when he decides not to die, I think are so powerful.
Yes.
And then his reaction to Reggie's, the gun going off inside the bathroom, is
I got
great acting.
I got so lucky. Both Nick and Aaron, they're both Idaho guys who came to LA, at certain points in their life to try to do that, and then maybe they got married or tried to start a family, and then they came back to Boise because it's sometimes a little easier to raise a family there, and they're friends of mine. And I got lucky that they really liked my script. So, and they're very, very talented. I'm very lucky.
That's great. You remind me of when I saw Spike Lee and Kevin Smith talking once about having your friends act, and Spike Lee said, "Yeah, but my friends can act." and obviously
Yes.
yours are good actors.
Yes.
And Kevin Smith's friends couldn't.
Right.
Any questions from the audience? Right over here.
What pulled you out of your depression state to really get you out of that mindset, I should say?
Filmmaking. It was. I don't know how good I am. I don't know what I have or what I have to say. But what would always stop me was, that's the one part of me I like. Let's see where that goes. And that's. I just clung to that, and eventually, everything else starts getting better in your life, and you have other things to cling to, but that was the big one.
That was a brilliant piece.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's not really a question, but first of all, bravo. was beautiful. I thought the ending in particular, the text back to the sister, was so wonderful and human, and his reaching out that way. I'm not sure how you decided that, but I just thought it was just beautiful.
Well, it's funny. That was not in the original script. In the original script, I went for a joke, which was Wallace answers the phone and kind of hits on the sister a little bit. And you do that in rehearsals, and you start doing that, and it just never really feels. And I think it was on our third day of shooting, I was driving in to the set, and then the text with the ellipses just kind of came up, and just went with that.
Yeah, such a good idea to end it, seeing her reply, and then you cut us off. In the back?
So it's obviously a really deep topic. How did you, I don't know if you can answer on behalf of the actors, but how did you manage to keep the morale up and not send everyone home kind of feeling kind of slow? Is there anything you did in particular?
Very, very small crew, and we all know each other, and we all joke and try to keep it as light as we can on set. Aaron, who plays Reggie, who the character who does commit suicide, he had his own struggles with that. We shot a scene one day, and it was a 9 a.m. call time the next day, and we hadn't heard from him. Calling him, hey, did you, it's 9 o'clock, 9:30, it's 10 o'clock, everything all right? He finally shows up. I guess he had a little bit of an issue. It brought back a lot of issues for him, and he slept in the bushes that night. So there were some issues keeping everybody up. Aaron specifically said when we were done wrapping, he said, I was so happy to do it, and I'm really, really glad it's over. So, but ultimately, I think everybody had a fun time making it, as much fun as you can, and just everybody's proud of it. I think.
Tell him an audience in LA was very impressed with him and his work, because he did a great job too.
Yes,
His degree of tranquility, because he's decided to do it. He's just willing to give away artwork and TVs. His performance carries it too. I mean, it's really well done.
Yes.
Well, actually, the filmmakers whose films are supposed to play at 8:30 are here, so we should keep moving, keep the trains going. Please watch the next three. The next 3 years, the daring spotlight. So these films these filmmakers take some pretty big risks. But thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for coming out.